Okay, so what we're going to do is use our choice of oil-free makeup remover to first of all remove any traces of makeup that we may have on. So close your eye for me. And we're just going to cleanse. So not only are we giving ourselves a nice clean platform to put our patch test lashes on, but we're also testing this client for our oil-free makeup remover that we're using. Then when we've done that, we're going to take some water and we're just going to cleanse that off. So we are patch testing for everything that we would use on our client at their full set, because we never know what they may be intolerant to. So once we've done that, I'm going to get our client to open their eyes, please. Thank you. And then we're going to use some bits of our under eye pads that we cut off when we adjust the size of our pads, and we put them in a little bowl, and then we can use these later on for doing the patch test. So I'm just going to secure the lower lashes on the outer corner. So I'm going to ask my client just to look up towards me, please, and I'm just going to secure 2 areas of lower lashes. So it just gives me an area to work on when I want to put my lashes on, and we're testing that client to make sure that she's not intolerant to the pads. Also, if you use tape on your client, it is a good idea as well just to place a few little bits of tape on them whilst you're doing this, and you can put them just there and there because it's in the same sort of area that you are going to use it on when you're working on your client. So I'm going to ask my client to close her eyes, please. Thank you. So we've got a few areas here where our lashes are isolated, or they've got a pad on them, so we can go in and isolate them. So that's what we're going to do. So I would now go in, isolate out a natural lash. So we'll go in and find ourselves a nice healthy one. And what you want to do is just take a very short lash, a very short, very thin lash. It can be like a 0.1 in 7mm, because we don't actually want these lashes to show up when the client leaves here after her patch test, because otherwise if we put, let's say, a 12mm on her, she's going to have like 3 or 4 12mm just sticking on her face and looking ridiculous. I'm not actually going to dip in the adhesive because we will be lashing this client afterwards, and you guys are going to be cleansing, but we would go in our adhesive and we would place our extension on, and then obviously just let it stay there. Put 3 to 5 of those in, so you would just go in, isolate out a few natural lashes. So pretty much your client has got about 5 extensions on. Again, very short, very fine, so that they look natural in a set, so she can go out of here and not know that she's got lashes on. Do it on both eyes. If you want to put up to 8 on, you can. It's completely up to you. So what we've now done is we know that she's got extensions on there with adhesive on there, and we've tested her for that. Another thing I also do is get a bit of a glue debonder, which I've put on there already, with a makeup or little mascara sort of thing, whatever we call these. We're just going to put a little bit on the eyelid, or you can run it through the lashes. Personally, I like to put a little bit on the eyelid with the micro brush, because when we do a removal on the client, you are going to get some in contact with the skin. So this is almost like worst case scenario. So I personally like to put a little bit on the eyelid like so, and then I'm going to take it off. So with a little bit of cotton wool, we are literally just going to take off what we've just put on there. We don't want to be leaving that on the skin because it could cause irritation. Like so. So that's nice and clean. Leave your client with her eyes closed for about 2 to 3 minutes. The adhesive is still going to be wet, so if we were to open her eyes too quickly, we could find that her eyes will sting a little bit, and it could give you an incorrect reading when it comes to patch testing, because if she opens her eyes, it's still wet. She could be, yeah, it's really, really stinging. You're thinking, actually, is that a reaction, or is it just because I've literally got fresh adhesive on there? So give her 2 to 3 minutes for that to just subside and for it just to cure enough. Gently take the tape off. Gently, gently, I'm pulling the skin taut. Same with this one. Pulling the skin taut. We can now take the pads off. Again, gently. Gently, slowly. Same again. Sometimes it can help to have a little battery operated fan, you know, the little ones that you use on yourself in summer, just the little ones with the little foam blades on them, and just, you know, fan that over the client, just helps to take the sting away a little bit. And then when that client is ready, we just say to them, open your eyes slowly, and then you can ask them how they feel, okay? If there is any stinging, sometimes it could be from the adhesive, so maybe you could just give them another couple of minutes, and then if they're going out, say, how are your eyes feeling now? Because they might just say, actually, they're fine now, it was just that initial opening. If there is obviously any continued stinging from then on, that does show a reaction to the adhesive, so we would need to take them off. But if everything is fine and we don't hear from them until their next appointment, we are more than happy to go ahead with the full set. So actually a really, really quick procedure to do the patch test. Any questions at all?